They know my story.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's my birthday, so I'm very happy and I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for you guys, for your support, for my subscribers, for people that clicked just on this video. Just thank you so much. Well, I'm only talking about this now because I've done like several of these videos. I don't really have to go into much details for this hairstyle. But anywho, let me just get right into it. So right now I am going to be doing the kind of like the jumbo or like the large knotless braids, no curly and just large knotless braids with like butt length. So before now I used to use like the 30 inches braiding hair, and I would just like try to make it work for like the butt lengths. But when I have like taller clients, I would just recommend using like the 68 inches. So that means when you curve it, it ends up being, I think, about 34 inches. Yeah, 34 inches. Or for this my client, she's kind of tall, so I use the what I call it, the 72 inches. So that's about I think that's about with 72 inches, that would be like 36 inches when you end up curving it. So yeah, that's the hair that I use. And I use the formation hair. Was it some formation? I don't know. I think it was the African best hair, 72 inches. Well, like the hair that I use like matters a lot, because if you want to just go like all the way straight without having to like just keep fitting in hair to get the length that you want it to get to, then just use the right inches, and it just saves you so much time, so much energy, and everything just goes smoothly. So my client has like natural hair. Like I tried to like, the edge control that I use matters a lot. So you want to like make sure that your parts are like nice and clean and smooth, and you can do that by just creating like your rough draft parts as you saw me did earlier, and then putting your edge control on top of it. Just brush, make sure everything is looking good, and then you go ahead and take your rat tail comb and make sure that the parts are clean. Like if you have to like pay attention, like you can do it off camera as well. I mean off camera, okay. But anywho, make sure your parts are clean. Just make sure it's so nice, because again, this style is like big, so like you're gonna see the parts, and I think the parts and the size is part of what makes it like really pretty. But I think number one is really the parts, if you ask me, because it's really like huge, so you want to like, and they're gonna see the parts, so you kind of want it to like show, but like show and looking nice. So, and also the edge control matters a lot. So the rat tail comb, the comb that you use matters a lot, the hair that you use, and also your edge control, that will matter a lot. So for this hairstyle, I like to like prep it ahead of time. As you can see right now, I've prepped the other parts, and now I'm prepping this one. When I say prepping, not prepping as in like prepping the boxes, but like, applying your edge control, combing it all the way from the tip of the hair to like the roots of the hair, because again, it's easier to braid and easier to tuck in if you're using like a different colored hair from your client's natural hair. That would be like, you actually need to have a nice like tucked in hair, just for everything to look nice and intact. So even when you're making your boxes, you're going to apply edge control as well. As you can see right now, I'm like combing through, I'm being gentle. I know it look like I'm going hard, but like I'm literally being gentle. And I'm just, making sure that everything is just like the edge control is like putting all the hair together. So I would say for this part, you can use like hair jam, like a very cheap edge control. But for the parts, just look for like a really good like edge control, because again, like you want people to like grip it nicely. And also just everything just like laying flat as you would love it to be. I went back home some more. I'm going to apply some more edge control during the, around the tip or the ends of my client's hair. You see my comb is going smooth now. So that's how you know that I'm ready to let that braid go. And I feel like for this hairstyle, like basically like the parts probably takes the most time out of everything. Like the parts takes the most time because they kind of have to be clean. So yeah, when I'm done with that part, I'm going to go ahead and like, just like for beginners, you can just divide the box into 3, because that would enable you to like start braiding easily. I don't do this for like all the braids, because like I'm not beginners, but that's for beginners. So that's me showing you guys how you can start. So if you're not used to like braiding like big hair, like, huge boxes or huge parts, this is a great way to start. But usually I'll just go right in without even making a box. But just for you guys, or for beginners, I'm just doing this. So I'm going to braid twice, sometimes 3 times. It just depends on like what parts of what part of my client's hair that I'm on. Like for the first line, I only had to braid once, but for this line, I'm braiding twice before I start fitting in. And as you go up, I might end up like braiding even 3 times because again, you want it to be really, really flat for your clients and just, nice in general. So I'm going to keep fitting in. It depends on how you prep your like already like prepped hair. You probably have to fit in about 8 to 10 times. Some people 12 because again, if you prep like smaller sizes, then you have to like probably like fit in more to get the size that you're looking for. But if you prepped in like just the average, you probably need about 8. Like if you prepped how I prepped it, you probably need about 8, 9, 10. Just depends, guys. But yeah, that's like the most details, and the rest you just keep braiding using your edge control to tuck your client's hair in. Because even though your client's hair is like dark and then the braiding hair is dark, you still want the hair to last long for your clients. That's the whole point of like tucking in, so their hair is not like showing out after like 2 weeks, like after like a week. So you want to make sure like it's all tucked in, and your edge control is going to be your best friend during this whole process, or like the hair jam and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like all for the details. When I was done, dipped in the hot water, massaged my client, the body of my client's braids, and also apply the hair mousse like that, and also like the hair oil for growth. Sometimes I have to like go back and like braid again because I want the braids like look nice and come out nice and stuff. But yeah, that'll be all, guys. Thank you so much for clicking. Let me know if you guys have any questions. But till then, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. And again, happy birthday to me. Bye.
It's Feet Kills.
Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls, them a come, them a want, them a take her. Bad man, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls, them a come, them a want it on the nigga. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her, never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga, say she want another nigga. Who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. Move that, where you move that. Touch that, baby, me just wanna touch that. Enter me radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter me radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Pour me out, say she give me pour me out. In a yard, say she give me in a yard. Man a wine, say she give me dirty wine. Man a grind, say she give me dirty wine. Say, girls them a whining, them me grinding, I don't think so. Any man, them me looking at the think so. Girl, your body say your money while I sing so. Man a bad, man a bossing at the thing so. Girl, pour me yard, say me pour me yard. Me na pillow wine, say she give me filler wine. Say let me the villa wine, say she give me film wine. Man a wine, say she give me for me yard. Say enter the radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter the radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat.
It's Feet Kills.
Right, we finna have a good time, you know. Them bomb like them are watching. They are pretty about it. Bad man, what you say?
Standard.
It's Feet Kills.
Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls, them a come, them a want, them a take her. Bad man, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls, them a come, them a want it on the nigga. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her, never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga, say she want another nigga. Who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. Move that, way you move that. Touch that, baby, me just wanna touch that. Enter me radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter me radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel up my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Pour me out, say she give me pour me out. In a yard, say she give me in a yard. Man a wine, say she give me dirty wine. Man a grind, say she give me dirty wine. Say, girls them a whining, them me grinding, I they think so. Any man, them me looking, I they think so. Girl, your body say your money while I sing so. Man a bad, man a bossing, I they think so. Girl, pour me out, say me pour me out. Me na pillow wine, say she give me filler wine. Say let me the villa wine, say she give me film wine. Man a wine, say she give me for me, you say enter the radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter the radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel up my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat.
It's Fake Kills.
Right, we finna have a good time, you know.